$1,400 stimulus check plus an additional $1,000. What are they, and will you get both? This is a good question, which is exactly what I want to answer for you in this video. Let's get into it right away. Welcome, and thanks so much for joining me. If you're new here, or if you haven't done so yet, make sure to hit the subscribe button right down below the video, as I'm back for you every single day in videos just like this one to help you out in any way that I can, as well as bring you all of the latest updates hot off the wire as they are released. So thank you so much for your support. I truly appreciate it, and please remember I am very much committed and dedicated to helping out all of you right here in this community and doing whatever I possibly can to help you out during this incredibly confusing and difficult time. So thanks again, I appreciate it. Let's get into it and talk about this $1,400 stimulus check and this extra $1,000 payment. What are they, and what am I actually talking about? Alright, so a couple weeks ago, we got this announcement out of the Senior Citizens League where they would be starting to petition members of Congress to issue a $1,400 stimulus check specifically focused on Social Security beneficiaries, retirement disability, SSDI, and survivors, and for seniors. Now, that was out of the Senior Citizens League. In fact, I have made a couple videos talking about this. In fact, they actually have that petition right there on their website, which I've also talked about before and I've linked it to before. That is actually a really good petition. If you haven't seen that yet, I would highly recommend to go back and check out some of those other videos from just a few days ago. I've talked about this, and I have the petition linked down below on those videos as well. But that is really good. They are pushing members of Congress right there for a $1,400 stimulus check. That would be absolutely amazing. All right, in addition to that, around the same time that we got that same announcement for this $1,400 stimulus check focused on Social Security beneficiaries, we also got this announcement out of Senior Senate Democrats. This group of people, they want to issue a between $600 and a $1,000 payment, a one-time payment, for Social Security and Medicare beneficiaries to help pay for medical expenses in 2022. Now again, at the time when we got the original announcement, they were saying anywhere between $600 and $1,000 as this one-time cash voucher. But here's the thing, they didn't really have a specific amount at that time. They said $600 or $1,000, we're still deciding. Well, between then and now, we have had Bernie Sanders come out, and he has actually supported this whole idea behind $1,000. So even though that's just Bernie Sanders saying that, we don't really know what the consensus is across all of these senior Senate Democrats. But essentially, Bernie Sanders wants to send out a $1,000 voucher for tens of millions of people that could be used on medical expenses in 2022. Now, originally, when we heard this first idea about this between $600 and $1,000 payment, they were basically saying it would be used for Medicare benefits. Well, a lot of us at the time, I was looking at it thinking, what do you mean by medical benefits? Medicare benefits. What do you mean by that? Does this mean that we would pay our monthly premiums with this so that it wouldn't be taken out of our monthly checks? Or what do they actually mean by Medicare benefits? Well, then it came out, and basically in that announcement out of Bernie Sanders just, I don't know, a few days ago, Bernie Sanders was out with that announcement saying that he supports $1,000, and he said it could be used for somebody to go to the dentist. That was the example that he used. So essentially, if you can't afford to go to the dentist, you could use this $1,000 that they want to issue, where you could go to the dentist and get your teeth cleaned, or cavities filled, or crowns, or whatever the situation may be. But that's what the money could be used for. So what it sounds like is this $1,000 could be used for things like glasses, hearing, and dental coverages. So basically, it would just be used as like a cash voucher where you could go out and use it for things that maybe your insurance may not cover right now in the form of Medicare benefits, if that makes sense. So we're still learning more about this. It's still kind of up in the air at this time, and we still don't know all the details on it, but that's kind of essentially the premise behind this $1,000 payment. All right, now coming back to the question of the video is, we have this $1,400 stimulus check that was announced by the Senior Citizens League as they would start to petition members of Congress for this $1,400 stimulus check specifically focused on Social Security and fixed income beneficiaries. Then, on the other hand, we have this $1,000 that would be focused on medical expenses, like I just talked about, hearing, dental, vision, things like this. Now, the main question being, would we get both of these, or would we be just getting one of them, and would they potentially offset each other? According to the research that I've done on this, and again, this is a question that I want to answer for you because I've seen questions down below saying, I'm kind of confused. Are we going to getting one or the other? Do we get to choose which one we get? Are they going to offset each other? Are we eligible to get both of them? I've seen a variety of different questions coming out and asking all of this. So I've done some more research on this. Based on what I am seeing, it looks like these are two completely separate payments, and they would both be coming through in the event, of course, they are approved by Congress, then they would both be coming through for all of these beneficiaries. So we could potentially be looking at about $2,400 of potential money / stimulus / cash vouchers to be used for medical expenses, right? So I hope that kind of makes sense right there. But yes, according to the research that I've done, provided they are both approved by Congress. I really want to stress that because that is also very important. As we know right now, there are so many different proposals and different things that are on the table right now, and we also do know that, well, even though that they're great ideas and it all sounds great and everything, at the end of the day, we still need congressional approval in order to get any of these things that are actually pushed through. So if Congress actually comes together and they decide that, hey, the Senior Citizens League actually has a great point here, we should issue a $1,400 stimulus check specifically focused on low-income and fixed-income beneficiaries, and then on top of it, if they go along with their own idea of issuing this $1,000, then we could be looking at these two payments going out to tens of millions of beneficiaries. Now, as far as the voucher goes, that's still up in the air right now. I've talked about this a couple times in previous videos. I'm not really sure how they would issue that. Maybe it would arrive as a prepaid debit card where you could go and basically say like, hey, I'm gonna go to the dentist, I'm gonna get my teeth cleaned and an exam or something like that, whatever happens to be needed. And then you go to the, you go and check out and pay for it and be like, here's my prepaid voucher card, just charge it to this, or however that works. I'm not really sure how that's going to work. They have not specified how this whole $1,000 voucher is going to go, but I would anticipate it's probably going to be some kind of prepaid card where you receive it in the mail and then basically you just get to spend against it until the $1,000 is spent up, and then it's just basically done. That's it, right? I would imagine it would be something like that. We've seen these come out before. We've seen announcements about these prepaid cards before, but that's just kind of my speculation based on what they're talking about. $1,000 in the form of a cash voucher. I can't imagine they're actually going to send like a $1,000 check or $1,000 deposit, because if they do that, we could spend it technically on anything we want, right? Versus medical expenses, which is what they really want it to go toward, right? Hearing, dental, and vision coverages. So, of course, I'll watch that very closely, and as we get more information on it, I will certainly let you know. But when it comes down to the question, for those of you who have been asking, the $1,400 that is being supported by the Senior Citizens League, that is its own payment right there. That is a stimulus check that is literally just a cash payment that you can use for anything that you desire. And now this $1,000, again, it sounds like that would specifically be focused on medical expenses, right? So again, there's still a lot of things that are up in the air right now, and I just want to stress one more time, these are still awaiting final congressional approval to be added into the stimulus package or any other type of standalone bill or whatever it happens to be. But yes, Congress would need to approve these in order to get them pushed through. So hope that answers your question. I wanted to make this video short and sweet, straight to the point, and kind of answer the questions that many of you have been leaving me down below. So hope that answers it for you. Of course, I will continue watching everything very, very closely as we get further information. Of course, I'll be right here for you. I'll let you all know, and I'll do that research, and I'll keep you updated with any further updates on these two programs and or any other announcements coming out of Congress or anybody of influence. So make sure to subscribe right down below, as I'm here for you every single day, and I'm very much committed to helping you out during this time. Thanks again. I really appreciate it, and I will see you again later in the next video. Enjoy your day.